and good evening, or actually in my case, good morning, everyone who is watching the stream already. I'm late, a little bit late again. Not terribly late, just late. So, and yeah, the long start, apologies for that, but the way it's over now. I just had to find some room on my hard drive to be able to record the footage, because I simply record everything that happens, and just in case something interesting happens. So not only streaming it but recording it locally. So let's continue with our character from the last time. Unfortunately at this time of day I don't think it's going to be anybody on the server. Let's see what's going on. I don't even remember what's going on with the character. So yeah, and for those who joined, well, it's not going to be a long one. Oh, it's that character, the girl, or the guy who made the run from Sitnik all the way to the middle of the map after getting deaded in... Where are we even? After getting deaded in here. In this place. Yep. In Sobotka. So, okay. So, we are doing pretty much great. We have night vision even of all the things. I don't know, just to have something to do. Let's maybe get something to wear this night vision goggles on. And we have, of all the things, we have an M79. So I suppose this character is not going to be a sniper. Okay, the plan for this character. You got have a plan in DayZ, because if you just roam kinda without any plans, without anything, nothing probably would happen. But if you try to achieve something, the gods of DayZ might try to stop you. So they kinda love to get in the way. That's their sense of humor, very dark. So, and I now have a plan of this character, for this character. The plan that sorta kinda grew from what this character found early in his or her life. So first we gotta find the primary. That's good, and it can take a scope, because the second gun on this character back is going to be this this gun and this grenade launcher, so that's not going to change. And we gotta find more rounds for the grenade launcher. So let's do exactly that. Let's gear up as a pretty special character. Let's try at least. And let's see for how long I actually can survive with goals like this one. I mean, it's nice to have goals. And it's actually nice to have specific and kinda special goals, not like just go south, find some gear. No, let's get this character up to speed, but up to her or his own speed. So let's drink up and start moving. Plus maybe we could start working on a stash with grenades and explosives, if I happen to find some. Okay. Or we can just step on a mine in the next military area and just lose everything. which is definitely a possibility and has already happened many times. Okay, so I'm kind of trying to figure out what's going on in my inventory. It'd be nice to have a larger backpack, but maybe, well, I mean, I already kind of set quite some limitations here on what this character is going to do. Why is my character kind of blinking? There's like, I used to play, well, I'm not going to stop it, just I haven't done it in a long time. I used to play GTA 5 Chaos mod, and one of the chaos effects there, it is like your character starts falling asleep, so the screen would be going dark, exactly like it's been happening here right now. But then eventually it would go dark completely, so... Oh, nice. Let's make ourselves an armband. So, even though I'm late, I have a little bit of time. Why not? Today it's going to be like this. Late, but not like 50-minute stream. Let's put it that way. So we have everything. We got hydrated. So, and of course, if we get distracted, that's the goal pretty much. That's the goal of having a goal, to get distracted from it. If you catch my drift, because it's kind of getting a little bit too meta over meta. The goal is to have a goal, to be distracted from that goal. Okay, I have enough shotgun shells. So I guess my primary this run won't be something like Saiga. I will have to find something balanced, and I think it's either something full auto, some assault rifle with a scope, or at least, what's this then? Yeah, having an SVD actually as your only gun would be hilarious. So let's see. SVD and a grenade launcher. That's like kinda a character actually to have. Because the grenade launcher stays. That's the idea. So yeah, the goal of having the goal is to get distracted from the goal. Explained it many times, so probably it's time to stop rambling finally. But the idea is, you want to do something, the gods of DayZ distract you from it. As simple as that. Even if you are alone on the server, even if like you feel like nothing can happen, yeah, it happens. It's actually the rendering distance and the normal skies, they make this game look way better. Well, we started with kinda in 2013. We started with pretty good skies, but then they had to roll it back because of the consoles. It was a little bit, the code was a little bit too much for them, and it took them some time to come up with a new way of doing it. I just realized that actually 1.29 was first released in August, and it's April now. So, and it got released finally in March or April, end of March, beginning of April. So how many months did it take them? 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Half a year. 1.29 took half a year to get to stable. because of some problems again with the console code. I mean, there's still a lot of like decisions that's somewhat related to legacy stuff in DayZ, development decisions that are somewhat related to the legacy stuff in DayZ, and this development, yeah, that's No Moon, and that's like hindering everything still, and it's going to. So having like something like DayZ2 created properly with like the right idea in mind, because DayZ1, the current DayZ, I'm actually talking about it like it's a fact that's going to be DayZ2, but for me it's a fact. I know that there will be DayZ2. Might take some time, but there will be. So the thing about DayZ1 is that it was sort of kind of just an idea to, well, not to milk people, but just to make a little bit of money by Bohemia Interactive, like it was a side project, very side project, and to give them something better than just an Arma 2 DayZ mod. Arma 2 was never supposed to be a game like DayZ, and then Dean Hall created that mod for Arma 2. So, and they just wanted to give a little bit polished experience than just Arma 2 DayZ mod. Well, I mean, they didn't hope for much. I guess they didn't really catch the drift, but the people caught the drift, and it was like a commercial success for Bohemia Interactive that I don't think they've ever seen before, because their games, and it was mostly just I think at that point it was just Mill Sims, so they were like kind of a pretty special company. As far as I understand, not really like gaming company, but like really Mill Sim focused, and that's a narrow niche on the market. That's a very narrow one. So is the moon setting? It is setting. Isn't it a little bit too early? I'm curious if it's a real object rendering, or, well, I mean, it has phases. How would they do phases without it being a real object? Just draw them somehow? Maybe there's a way actually to render it. Okay, so what was I talking about? Yeah, Mill Sim, Bohemia Interactive Mill Sims. Oh, yeah, let's go there. This character already got one heli crash, and it was pretty hilarious. And getting another one would be even more funny. So, Mill Sims, it's like super narrow niche. It's like a small sliver, microscopic sliver of the gaming market. And I think to like be a Mill Sim developer, you gotta actually have a pretty like specific mindset. Pretty much you got to be either a military, former military, or like a fan of that stuff. And for example, I've never been a fan of anything military. Won't touch it even with a 10 feet stick. So that's why I didn't know actually about DayZ mod, because it was coming from the military gaming community. So and for them, I think there's like not a lot of really maybe info out there, or maybe it's like just something that people do not really think about, do not really like well, comprehension would be a little bit loud word. So it's not about comprehension, maybe it's about like just thinking it in. So how different, like just in general, gaming is from mill sims. Mill sims, they are pretty specific, and some of them are actually not games at all. They are training sims and whatnot. And Arma 2 and Arma series, it's been always way closer to that than to gaming. Like, just the overcomplicated code for the bullet physics in Arma 2 that ended up being in DayZ, and pretty much it was like impossible for it to work in DayZ in that environment. Kind of suggests that way more thought was poured into realism of it than into like the gaming side of it, and not just like realism, but pretty specific realism with pretty specific goal in mind, to make it really to make it like, not really, that's not the right word, to make it way closer to something that could be used as really as for training, let's put it that way. So, and then you get like DayZ. That is a game. It's a game. And it's not just a game, it starts the whole genre. Well, I mean, I'm sure if you look for it, you'll find that there were some other games like that, but, or not like that, but something close. But still, DayZ pretty much jump-started the whole scene with zombies and survival in different environments. Though it was sort of kind of in the air, maybe not with zombies, but post-apocalyptic stuff has always been sort of in the air. Mad Max again. So, and what I'm trying to say here, what I'm trying to tell is that how wildly surprising and different and absolutely unknown territory it all probably was for Bohemia Interactive. They stepped into something they never dealt with before, they never even thought of. And I think those guys are just simply military. The idea of the whole mill stuff, mill simming direction, it's just something that a military person would come up with. It's not like Mario Kart player and something like that. So, where's that heli crash? It's supposed to be somewhere here, I think. So, and they made a ton of money. So I think it was like super contradictory for them. They didn't see themselves. I have a feeling there's like a lot of that stuff in the air still, that they didn't see themselves as game developers. They weren't Bohemia Interactive at that moment. They started working on DayZ and released DayZ. They weren't like game developers. They were like mill sim developers, and I think it created. Oh, okay. I found deer, but not the heli crash. What the hell's going on? Am I wearing my headphones backwards? The heli crash has to be somewhere here. I thought it was on this hill somewhere. Am I blind? Okay, let me just readjust the gamma a little bit. So, and imagine you kind of try to do something you've never done before, something that you wasn't even going fully to commit to, something you don't feel like it's your thing at all, and then you make a crap ton of money. to say it like. Using mild language. Where's the heli crash? I was running in the right direction all this time. Good morning, Smooth. Welcome. Nice to see you, man. It's going good. I'm late again because of doing random stuff and then procrastinating and then doing more random stuff. What is that? That's triple yellow. Freaking hell. That's the Lamborg fan. So yeah. And I think the Bohemia Interactive inside of it got really conflicted. So if they wanted to just make games, they would have been probably making games. But they were making milsims. And now they kinda stepped into that territory of game dev that they, technically speaking, never been a part of. They actually, DZ is an independent game. It's an independent developer and publisher. So I mean, it was all new, and that my thoughts are really deep today. They really go far, and they really go far back. So, and then because of that approach, that uncertainty, that situation of being completely new to something, and initially not even thinking about like really committing to it, and yeah, who knew? Nobody knew. No studio would commit like really fully because it was a byproduct and something new as a genre. And even though Arma 2 DZ mode kind of was popular still, so, and because of all that, we really got a half-baked game. It won't be like the right words. So, and again, only became possible because of the early access that Steam had introduced like back then. So, like all the stars, all the planets aligned in a pretty insane way for us to get DZ in the state. It got released on early access, and half-baked, it's not the right term for it. Nobody knew back then even, well, how to write like zombie survival sims. It's one thing. Nobody knew how to use early access on Steam. Nobody knew what you would release there, in which state it would be like good enough for that, how people would react, how to avoid like backlash and whatnot. So it was pretty insane how it all started with pretty much with DZ, and the other game released side by side. It was Rust at the same time. So, but Rust kinda, the creator of Rust already had experience of making games, like games, not milsims, not something wildly specific. The creator of Rust, I think it was Face Punch, they technically created the Garry's mod, which was a fan project too, but it was a fully developed something, and it was like a physics sandbox, but still based on a game, so way less specific than Arma 2. anything armor related. So and just because of that, we have DZ with its problems that are pretty strange. That's the heli crash. Yeah, I knew I would find it around here somewhere. So, with its strange problems that are something that you would probably see only in case of DZ. So, and that's why building DZ2. Oh, look at this. Signs of people, though the backpacks, they stay on the ground for pretty long periods of time. So that's what you pretty much get. So the DZ2, it definitely not just warranted by the fact that they probably sell a ton of it too, but by the fact that you actually can try to make it right from the start. That heli crash is... Oh. No, that's really strange. I heard it super far. I thought it would be like there. Okay. So, attempt number 2 at like building a massive survival post-apocalyptic simulator by Bohemia Interactive. Just by design, by the logic of the situation, it should be way better than attempt number 1. So that's what I kinda been thinking about. Since they released DayZ in early access, they've been through a lot. Plus they started making other games. They had like some sort of a program for like young developers, or just developers that were beginners. That's where Violence came from. I actually don't remember what happened. Don't know what happened to Violence. Not everything meant to be like a huge commercial success. If it was just paying its bills, or at least like serving its purpose as a developer, beginner developer sandbox. So preparing them for some real work on other projects, that's already kind of like good, if it even worked just that way. Not everything's about money, but a lot of it is about money. And the Z2, of course, it's gonna be just wild when they announce it. It's gonna be super wild. It's like not as close, but it's going to be hype that's comparable. That's gonna be comparable to something like, I don't know, GTA 6. Nick Baker, good evening, welcome in my YouTube chat. Sorry, I might be missing your messages in my YouTube chat because I'm a Twitch streamer. I'm not good with like reading two chats. I've been playing this game since the beginning of DayZ standalone, so when it comes to DayZ standalone, I've seen it all. The rest I just read about and watched videos. So, oh, didn't see you. So, they released this game in early access in December 2013. December 2013, like the middle of it, I think, or the first part. Okay, that's something. Do we have a magazine for this? Yeah, no mags. Vihari, an interesting option. So, and I bought this game pretty much several weeks after its release in January, the very beginning of January 2014. Oh, cleaning kit. Okay. Let's make it. I don't have one. Yeah, I don't. So I cannot really pick it up because they don't have magazines and I don't have room to carry it, and I need my primary, and I cannot, and I'm not going to ditch the M79, the grenade launcher. That's the idea for this character. So what I can take from here, it's gonna be only rounds. Only rounds. Yeah, okay, let's see. So I might need start ditching things. So this goes away. This, yeah, this probably goes away too, because I'm not going to use a sniper rifle. So then we take this mag. Oh, it's a freaking big one. So 2 guns here, and I really cannot take either of them. At least it's not empty. I'm so used to actually finding them empty that I don't even get surprised anymore. Okay. This heli crash in the middle of a field is a little bit insane, and I think it's not the one I heard. I think it's another one. I somehow missed the one I heard first, and then there was a second explosion way more distant, and I think this is the one with the second. That was the second explosion. Nick Baker, yeah. I've been through all of it with DayZ. I can say that, but I pretty much don't play anything else. So for me, it's like, it's always like this pretty strange sort of kind of train of thoughts that happens, like pretty much that follows only one direction always. I see some other game released, or like some other game that I've never seen before, and like, oh, that's a cool game, I really got to try to play it, I really got to try to stream it, might be fun, and like, cool, yeah, really cool game, really like it, and then like, yeah, I'll do it, I'll 100% do it, but let's play a little bit of DayZ first. And that's pretty much how it happens all the time. Nick Baker, sad to hear that, sad to hear. I know the experience, so my condolences. I pretty much been through all that stuff. First my mother, then my grandmother, then my grandfather, then my grandmother. Pretty much everybody. So I do not have any living close relatives left. So my father, I never knew my father. My mother got divorced. Got a divorce before I was like, almost before I was born. So it was a really short marriage for her. So the closest like blood relative that I still have and know, it's like the sisters of my grandmother. So no, I'm managing, always been, and I don't think much of it, but if you really like put it into words, yeah, it just doesn't sound all that good. So yeah, it's just I'm not 70 to have like all my blood relatives to like be dead, but well, it's almost like I am. Which is, it's not something that even makes me sad. It's a pretty weird feeling. Let's put it that way. So the helicopter wasn't much. This place is not going to be much either. Though we can check if somebody already built a base here. The wipe has just happened like a week ago. A little bit less than a week. So... And the last thing I did before the wipe, I raided a base in this tower. I think it was my first base I ever raided in Triple Yellow. So I don't want to spend my time looking for like detonators for the detonators and explosives here. That's what I would normally do here, but not today. Yeah. Yeah, so you're on the spectrum. I see. Oops. I'm probably myself on some sort of a spectrum, not autism though, but never cared to actually even diagnose it. Yeah. How does it go? Physician, heal yourself, treat yourself. What's the saying? So, yeah. I am a trained medical specialist that never worked in the field. So, pretty strange things can happen if you just sort of kinda... Oops, what's going on? Give me a second, I'm getting some messages here. That's why I don't like to stream when it's daytime or morning or evening. I prefer to stream when it's nighttime. I don't get distracted by all the messages. Just give me a short sec. So yeah, that's how I play this game. I actually do a lot of base raiding. I don't do base building. Well, I mean, I'm a streamer. Big or small, doesn't matter. Even if you're a small streamer, somebody would just watch your stream, find your base, and well, find a way in or something. So it's easier to be a base raider if you're a streamer than a base builder. Oops. Yeah, I guess it can be hard. But I know way more about infectious diseases than about psychological problems and psychological states. I'm kinda infectious diseases specialist, but it's been so long ago, so much time has passed that, well, I mean, you cannot lose your diploma here, but as for the qualification and license and permission to practice, yeah, that has to be renewed every something years, and I never cared to do it. Nick, thank you for subscribing on YouTube. I don't really have a lot of people watching me on YouTube constantly, but yeah, I'm a Twitch streamer. Actually, gotta tell you, not that I'm sending you to Twitch, don't get me wrong. Watch where you want. but I think my quality is better on Twitch than on YouTube. I had years to figure out my quality for Twitch, and I put some serious work and guesswork in it, and I just haven't been able to do it so far for YouTube. So, because the settings that I use for Twitch, they don't really work for YouTube, mainly because of the weird resolution I use, and it's not actually that weird. It's a legit. It exists. It's just not common. But while Twitch can deal with 864p, not 720p, not 1080p, but 864p, Twitch can deal with it. YouTube cannot. It's like a little bit too much. And it gets downscaled to 720, and it becomes like muddy. Mostly just the picture becomes muddier than on Twitch. Okay, gamma down. So yeah, I mostly play DayZ. I stream every day, but of course I'm a person with, well, at least I have some sort of resemblance of my own private life. So even though I stream every day, of course I cannot like do long streams every day. So when it's a time to do a shorter stream, and it happens actually more often than not, to be honest, when it's time to do a shorter stream, I would play GeoGuessr. The reason is very simple. In 1 hour you can actually do a classic game of GeoGuessr and pretty much achieve something. It's like perfect. It's like perfect something to stream, let's put it that way. Okay, I think I have too much of that. Too much of 9mm, too many 9mm. The scope, yeah, that's not going to work for me. This though, yeah, this I'm going to need. I like the look of this jacket, and if you don't take some like effort, you'll end up wearing always the same stuff in DayZ, which kind of gets boring. So, but this time, since the goals that I set for these characters are pretty a thing of its own, I'll have to wear like all the just best clothes in terms of the pocket size and whatnot. No, I don't have kick. So I don't have kick. I don't think I have a... I don't remember actually if I have an account registered there. I could 100% multi-stream, simulcast to kick too, but... And if, for example, something happens to Twitch or to YouTube, I might start additional simulcasting to kick. So, but I just think 2 platforms at once, it's sort of kind of enough. Okay, I got to take a short break. So the server is gonna be quiet. That's another reason this is not a good time for like DayZ stream, but unfortunately that's the time I got today. Okay, this is more interesting, but having this as my primary would be a little bit hard, because I'm not a good Mosin user. Nick Baker, of course, man, feel free to jump in, jump out whenever you feel like it. It's totally okay. So, ditching the shotgun. Well, I have a powerful gun here. Cannot complain about this one. So I guess we are ditching the shotgun. So let's leave this here. Let's figure out what's going on. Okay. With my another sidearm. That's not optimal. To have this gun as primary. Not optimal at all. But maybe actually it would be even smarter to have this pistol as primary for now. So okay, I got to fix all my suppressors. And I can do it now. So maybe in this game, in this case, well, I mean, just running around with a powerful pistol. That used to be a thing in old DayZ 100% because you couldn't normally carry two big guns at once. It was not really, well, it was possible, but not really feasible most of the time. So if you wanted to be a sniper, you had to have something small that would fit in your inventory. You couldn't have like two full-fledged guns. Couldn't have just simply. Okay. And this one. Sort of kind of a luxury at this point to have a separate silenced pistol just to kill zombies if you already have a silenced pistol, but yeah. Okay, so you go here, you go here. The rest of you, apologies, I'm not just going to ditch, and this I'm ditching. The rest stays for now. Are you loaded? Yes. Good. This we open. This goes here and this goes here. And we load this properly. So this is temporary. It's some people really like, many players really like Mosins. I'm not good with it, and plus having it as a primary, I need something that can shoot like a lot, even if it's not powerful. So as my primary, I need something with a big magazine, an ability to do semi-auto. Because I usually miss my first shot. Okay, let's keep the hydration going. Oh, that's a bell rope. Every time I see it, I'm like, what? Okay, so we got this Mosinus primary. Well, I mean, we're using the Desert Eagle as primary. Telekinetic zombies. So, and for this character, that's not the goal. For this character, the goal set is to get something full auto with a scope as primary. So something full auto that takes a scope, full auto, semi-auto, whatever. Something that can shoot repeatedly and can have a scope. For example, an SKS would do, or an SVD, or pretty much any of the full auto assault rifles. So just a sec. So that's the goal. So Mosin is the temporary solution for now. Well, I mean, Mosin on my back and the Desert Eagle as my primary. Oh, a backpack. A wheel. Yeah, but all the doors are sorta kinda closed, so we probably are in a situation of seeing somebody's just signs of people left behind, but left behind for quite some time ago. So I don't really need to loot this unless I'm looking for food. Yeah, this character kinda is bleeding a lot. Welcome back, Nick. So this character sorta kinda, yeah, gonna be pretty specific character, let's put it that way. So let's move the things around a little bit just to make it more organized. A helicopter coming down. Very far away. The other side of the map. And not in the direction I wanted to go. Okay. So let's go to the military base. And let's hope for something better than, well, something better than a Mosin in terms of, like, ability to shoot semi-auto. No, that's okay. Everything's okay. Everything's going according to plan. No other signs of people, just the stuff that can stay on the ground for pretty long periods of time. The backpacks, they despawn. They take way longer to despawn than other items. The wheels, I don't know if they despawn at all in any reasonable amount of time. So it's just... It's like... At one point, the devs kind of tried an experiment that I personally really liked. That experiment worked really well on semi-populated or low-populated servers. So they just changed the despawn times of all the items. If somebody just dropped something somewhere, it would stay there for like a couple days. Boy, it made the servers feel like, the map feel like really alive. But on fully populated Cherno-Russian servers, it created a ton of problems with like loot distribution. But if you stayed in Livonia on like low pop, middle pop servers, it felt so freaking good. Did I see some movement there, or do I need to get some sleep? looked like there was a person on that balcony slash gallery. So maybe I'm imagining things already. Okay, that's a larger backpack that we are going to need. The situation kinda calls for it. The goals set. Okay. Better to do it somewhere where nobody would expect you. Let's fix it. So yeah, the problems it created on full servers is that the cost pretty much became devoid of any loot whatsoever. It became impossible even just to find a knife on the coast. So it was mostly in Chernarus, it was only on full servers. So, but the cost became like super hard to find anything. The survival, yeah. Survival is... It's never a problem really if you know how to do it in DayZ. DayZ is not a hard game in terms of like fighting of the zombies and the elements. But you'd have to just pretty much leave the coast immediately. The grenades. That's something I've been talking about. But middle pop servers, low pop servers, they started to feel super alive because you would find signs of people under every bush, in every building. Somebody would just, I don't know, open a box of rounds and you would see that. Okay, that's actually a good idea for primary. That is a good idea for primary. Not amazing, but better than anything, and it can take a scope eventually. Though I didn't pick up that magazine. Crap, there was a magazine and I left it behind. Okay, another one's coming down. It's all behind, I don't want to go back. Though at the same time I'm actually looking for the gear. It's not just running around like a headless chicken. So maybe going to that heli crash would be a good idea. Okay, let's finish up with this building. And maybe still go to that heli crash. This base doesn't really spawn a lot anyway. Some rounds that... Yeah, I'm not going to use. Probably not going to use. So... I kind of say that in the very beginning. For this character, the goal is first to find something that can shoot semi-automatically. Swal. Cool, you can find Swal here. Didn't know that. So, that can shoot semi-automatically. Babam! Babam, good evening! Welcome, welcome, thank you very much. Oh, good morning. Actually, in my case, it's morning. Thank you very much for the raid. Welcome, welcome people. Welcome, Babam. Hope your stream went well. Hope everything's amazing. So, welcome, welcome. So, what was I talking about? Yeah, the goal for this character is to find something that can shoot more than once without rechambering it manually. So something semi or fully automatic that takes a scope. Then the goal is to find more grenades for the grenade launcher. The grenade launcher stays. And the third goal is to find a head strap or a helmet for these night vision goggles. But everything's good. Just a little bit late with my stream today. Okay. So there's a gun down there. And there is a magazine here, and only 10 rounds. I mean, I'm ditching the Mosin, I'm taking it. Because I need that. 10 rounds, it's not much. Especially 10 ACP, 45 ACP. But better than just 1 round in my Mosin. Well, yeah, the thing about official servers, Babam, if you want to avoid cheaters, don't join the ones with that are full, the ones with queues. Avoid those. Like for Livonia, it would be even enough to have like 30 players on the server, if we're talking about Livonia. Chernarus, of course, pretty much can take them all, but it's better to avoid the ones that are full. Cheaters, they almost always try to join the most fullest ones. So M16, yeah, Nick Baker would be nice. Okay, I can even do this. For now. Yeah, let's do exactly this for now. So, what have you been playing though? Which servers, mods, whatnot? Okay, that's not a scope. So Nick, thanks man for jumping in. Thanks for chatting. It's nice to have somebody just asking even random questions in the chat. It makes the streaming way better when you have people to talk to, so way easier. So thank you, man, and hope to see you again. On community servers, Bebem, I mean, I'm not asking about the names of the servers. Is it vanilla or something modded? So if it's like, if it has an idea to like the whole idea of the set of the mods on the server, what is it? If it has it, or is it just something like with additional guns and whatnot? Because the community servers, they are so freaking different as these can be. It's insane. Am I seeing even more like a rendering distance tonight? So, I'm running to that heli crash because we are looking for the gear. I mean, I'm not sure what happens to this character after I find the gear, but the goal for now is that. And I started to like set these goals in DayZ. If I can, of course, when it's possible. I'm not like that creative to come up with something every time. But when you have a goal, the goal of having a goal in DayZ is actually to get distracted from your goal. I have a feeling, a really strong not suspicion, a really strong feeling that the probability of running into some adventures are way higher when you are not looking for adventures, when you are looking for something that you just want to do. Yeah, the shout out for Babams is in the chat. So don't forget to click that link and check his channel out. Babam streaming daily, it's not like for the faint of heart, to be honest. And for me, it's more like a scene to sort of kind of keep some resemblance of being organized. The heli crash. For me. But actually, I'm telling you from the experience, I actually believe that it would be better to be able to do like 3-4 longer streams a week, but on a very strict schedule. So following like your schedule to the minute. So yeah, make it like a couple 3-4 hour streams, but always at the same time, the same day, giving the people like the opportunity to actually, well, expect you. So streaming daily, it's a sort of kinda a strange challenge, and it's in terms of like growing your community, it's not really needed. I stream every day pretty much because of myself. I think if at this point, if I don't stream every day, I might stop streaming at all. For me, it's way easier to just keep the things going than to stop them and start again. And another thing, I'm kind of unable to follow a schedule. I'm chronically unable to do that. Okay, so see how close this heli crash was. Babam, always, man, always. If you have questions, if I can answer them, yeah, feel free to. Feel free to pick my brains. I'm not above discussions about streaming and gaming and content creation, though I do not consider myself a content creator, to be honest. I just do the stuff I like the way I like it. And the only goal is to just enjoy it. MP5. That's the new gigantic backpack, but I'm not going to take it for now. Though one day I will try. A loaded grenade launcher. Okay, we are getting there. The first grenade. The first spare grenade we got. A small magazine. Okay. Now it's slowly coming together. Babam, happy lurking. Lurk away, man. And again, thank you very much for the raid. Freaking hell! That's just one goal immediately. Wow. I haven't had this gun like in so freaking long. An AKM, and there's the magazine. I just picked up a magazine. Wait. Is it really it? Am I getting it right? It is an AKM. Okay. Let's fall back. I haven't had an AKM for like I don't know how long. I don't remember when the last time I found an AKM on the ground. Okay, so the gun needs some love, which is understandable. So the buttstock, we'll find another one. The scope for now stays, though I don't like it. And we have one magazine and some rounds for it. Okay, now we need the scope for that AKM, but that's sort of kinda an easy part. What's the best thing you can hope for? A huge 75 rounder for this one? Yeah, maybe. 25 rounds. Oh yeah, I don't even have enough rounds for this one. Okay. So better scope, a large magazine, gigantic magazine, and maybe silencer. Yeah, okay. So this goes away. 100%. This can stay for now, but I don't think I'm going to use it. Though I have some room in my inventory, so if I find something that fits, something better than this. Okay, the Mosin. The Mosin goes away. Let's unload it. To have the full stack. This can stay if I find the vehicle rifle. Though it would be actually better to have something compact and powerful. Like an AKM, and then a sniper rifle, like if you find an SVD. Okay, readjusting the goals. Now we're gonna be looking for another set of items. Since this one we got done, it's not that it's like sort of necessary, but something compact that would fit in my inventory. Like baby AK or maybe vehicle rifle, though I don't like it, but okay, let's imagine. And then that's like a tall order, an SVD. Yeah, another sniper rifle would do, but since we found this SVD magazine in the very beginning, let's just shoot for the stars right away. And let's get back to looting that base. So this is actually pretty cool. That base is over there. I don't remember when last time I found an AKM on the ground. I didn't know they would spawn around the heli crashes. I thought it was reserved only for the guest areas or the underground bunkers. Yeah, cool. A nice chicken stand in the woods. Or Misk Feed Shack. I think it's official name. So, as far as I understand, this one's for... No, probably not for deer. But for some smaller animals. And yeah. Do we need hunter pants? Well, at this point with this backpack, yeah, I don't think we do need them. I don't want to end up looking like a standard character player that just has been picking up all the best items in terms of storage, in terms of insulation. This character is going to be a grenade launcher character. That thing is not changing. And everything else kinda is going to be built around it. But the fact that we found an AKM of all the guns, and freaking AKM, well, that's the magic of setting your goals right. I mean, to be honest, no. I remember coming to the Northwest Airfield in Chernarus, like, with a single chamber tissue rifle. And I don't think I even had something like a Scorpion. Zero chance to survive running into like some people with pretty much anything better. Zero chance of survival of that encounter. Okay. I think before I left I saw another box of 762s by 39s around there, so just for that box going back has sense. And then another thing, it's the scope. But now we gotta be hunting more helicrashes. Okay, so be it. And actually food. We might need to start hunting pretty literally. This like ravine here, or hollow, or whatever. It's a good place to hide something for a couple days next to Nutber. People don't go here every day. It's not possible to build a base here, but if you leave a car here in the bushes, yeah, it might stay unnoticed for a couple of days, even on a popular server. Been there, done that. It's coming from my experience. Okay, so yeah, it feels like this trip back takes more time than trip to the helicrash. I would say the picture looks kinda pretty strange today, pretty bright and shiny and crisp. Maybe it's because the weather for a change is like very nice. For me it's actually even crisper than for you. Plus I cannot run hardware anti-aliasing, so there's a lot of that pixel effect here too. For you it gets all like smoothed out a little bit by the encoding. let's get back to where we got interrupted. I think that box of rounds was on the second floor. The grenade launcher, we can put it on the hotbar now. So that box of rounds was somewhere, here. Very nice. By the way, this can go in this mag, since we're kinda keeping it anyway for now. Okay, the rest I think we've looted. Didn't find much. But to be honest, I already got one gun from this place. This is not going to fit in my inventory, right? It actually might. But why do I need a second one like this? Well, if I only ditch the AK. Wait. Yeah, I didn't think of that, to be honest. I did not think of just shoving the AK, the whole gun, in my backpack. That's like... That's not something... Just by the logic of it, the game developers kind of want you to be able to do. To carry big guns in your backpack. Oh crap, that's a screamer. Oh, he didn't see me. Good. No, he saw me. Okay, they're probably going to start coming one by one. That's the perks of having a huge backpack. Though the idea, for me personally, having that huge backpack was just a step to get what I wanted. To be able just to carry all the magazines and rounds till I find the gun for them. Half of them are pre-aggroed now. Well, actually not half. Because of how they changed the zombie distribution. The screamers, they are not as dangerous these days as they used to be. The zombies are way more spread out, and the screamers... I think the easy way would be to just fix the screamers' range of reach, but in case of like densely packed zombie groups, you might end up getting things a little bit ridiculous. And this we don't need. Okay. I rarely actually loot this base because it never feels like it can offer something interesting. But today it feels like a different day. Interesting that people are kind of joining the server and leaving. Tracers, not tracers. And here we go. This is for our night vision. Now we have even this going. Can I fix it? No, I cannot. With glue? No. With what? With nothing. Doesn't have a battery though. Okay, we have even that. We find spark plug and we can go glow plug. And we can go to Sahal. We could. Keep picking up grenades and whatnot. So this character is not a base raider, but who knows? Okay, I have gloves already. Would be nice to find a belt, but in order to find a belt, okay, I have a magazine. Let's fill this magazine up. But in order to find a belt, I got to be actually checking out places where they spawn, and I haven't been. Okay, this place now, these days, at least on this server today, has a little bit more. Oh, hello there. Has a little bit more loot. Even found a claimer. And another grenade. Okay. There's a couple of containers to check here, but otherwise, yeah, not going to have anything exciting. Okay, nothing exciting, but the scope I actually been looking for. I mean, I cannot believe the goals are coming together pretty much so fast. I mean, the initial goals that I set, we have reached them, the initial ones. A primary, that's semi-auto, full auto, big one with a scope. Yeah, and then head strap for night vision. It's really like we're done with the goals, but no, I kind of readjusted them when I found that AKM, which is insane. I thought it would be something like just maybe finding, like, I don't know, Vicher gun. That's a lot of them around. But no, to fulfill the goals with an AKM, goal of finding something auto, semi-auto, some assault rifle, or short assault rifle. Technically, I can go back and pick up my Mosin. So now, if we want to go to the bunker, we are going to need only one thing. Well, the important thing, but only one. The key card to open the doors. The punch card. But yeah. From just a character with double-barreled shotgun to a character with an SVD. Oh, sorry, SVD. AKM. Ow. Okay. Okay, let's keep going. We still have a little bit of time. 2 times in a row at the spot I been finding the traffic event. But not today. I got used to it already at this point. Used to seeing it here. So that's not exactly the rifle that I would want to take, but this is for the night vision. So we have working night vision now. Ow. Yeah. See, it got damaged on me. So even the west, which is sort of kinda, well, happens when you deal with the zombies, but usually it gets damaged by bullets. My inventory is a little bit all over the place. So yeah, let's make it like this. I don't need these rounds for sure anymore. Because I'm kinda hoping to find an SVD gun that I don't really like. I'm keeping all the Mosin rounds. So this. Let's open it. And reload this magazine that I'm not going to use. I don't think I'm going to. If it was an FAMAS magazine, then maybe. But not this one. Just keeping it because. And let's fix things that got damaged. My jeans and my shoes. Okay, as good as new. Let's keep going. This place, I once had an interesting sort of kind of fight around this place. with a little bit unexpected ending. I actually cut all the moments of that fight into a short clip. My super short video. It's not really just a clip, but it's in my collection of clips. Yeah, I keep seeing the spots on the ground that are just textures, and every time it will be like, yeah, something on the ground, something on the ground. Yeah, we'll have to actually do some real hunting. Car battery. Just before the wipe, I spent like several hours. Well, at least an hour and something, and change, looking for a car battery in Bilava, and couldn't find one. And here, I set this goal of just having something that's semi-auto for my primary, a big semi-auto full-auto gun, and of all the guns, I find the one that I didn't even think of even for a second, an AKM. And I find it as loot. Not in somebody's stash. Not killing a person. And it wasn't even a convoy or a bunker. It was just a heli crash. That actually was so kind that spawned even a magazine for me. By the way, as far as I understand, some of these, if not all, are for real people. So this crosses, if it's like in the cemetery, that's just an element of, well, of the map. If it's somewhere in the woods, seemingly in the middle of nowhere, that's for a real person. Okay. Didn't get lucky with convoy here. Cannot hope for everything. I mean, we already got a lot. So we got the initial goal completely fulfilled. Oh. Reached. What would be the right word? Which is insane. What am I hearing? Something that I cannot even tell what it is. Okay, keep finding the carabines. My primary uses the same round, so there's no point in even thinking about picking up these ones. Some more rounds that I actually don't need. Well, I mean, I need them. I never reloaded the magazine for my gun. Oh, hi, didn't see you there. And this one didn't see me. Yeah. Pretty resilient guys survived 4 knife swings. Usually they die after 2. After 2 good ones. You got to be kidding me. Now the jacket is damaged. It's like This character doesn't know how to care about your clothes or something. For a second I thought I was seeing smoke there. Okay, we haven't had the rain in like 2 hours in Livonia. 2 hours of the real time, not even in game time. So that's strange. Is something wrong with the server? Okay, a scope. Badly damaged, but still. Let's grab it. Since we learned that we can fit our AKM in our backpack, which is something that I had forgotten about long time ago. Because it used to be possible to keep even a couple of big guns in a big backpack. Well, something like this one. But these days, well, at some point, they kind of changed it. But I don't actually remember when. As I kept explaining to actually another person that joined the stream in the very beginning, what's the God honest truth is that I personally been through everything in this standalone. So I think I missed maybe only one patch. Actually, the one that I would really like to play tomorrow, that I would really like to play these days, the patch where it became super hard to survive. I think it was like, well, it was all 2014. Maybe it was 2015, like the summer of it, I think. At some point the devs kinda released a patch that pretty much destroyed the loot situation. Back then it was only official servers, so the servers all were the same. And it became like super hard to survive. And it was unofficial, so all the servers, they were like pretty much of the same type. No mods, no settings. It's just one game, one set of rules. So that one I missed. I only know about it because I watched videos like from the old days of people playing it. Well, back then, actually, not from the old days. Back then I remember I don't remember playing it, so I probably didn't. But I remember watching videos about it, so I was there, but not for that part. Okay, there's a deer stand on this hill. bolts. Cool. So, time to do some reloadage. I have it open already. Didn't remember opening it, but okay. So just before the wipe, I got my grenade launcher character, the guy with a ton of grenades for base raiding, and I just, in order to do something with the grenades before it all gets wiped, I just tried pretty much to bombard Lukov from the outskirts of it. And the irony of it that immediately after the wipe, I got a character with a grenade launcher again. I didn't even leave the coast, I just ran from Sitnik to Kalimbrody, from Sitnik to Sobotka, and I found a grenade launcher with one grenade on the way. So I'm just running in some direction. I think towards the road that connects the Svark Highway with Polyana. Yeah, that is insane. I am seeing Huta from here. Only part of it. Actually, the only military part in Huta these days. That Blue Door tin shed and the tower. And couple containers. But it is Huta. Svark over there. And exactly as I wanted, this is the road that goes to Polyana. I haven't heard any animals, which is strange, because my character is slowly getting hungry. It's not hunger yet, but just kind of having a feeling for what energy the character is consuming, and for how long running like this. Yeah, I can tell you that the hunger is slowly creeping in, even though staying invisible for now. Yeah, nice. Now I have a scope even for this one. So I kind of have two semi-sniper guns, but unfortunately the simple addition doesn't work in this case, and two semi-sniper guns they do not like add up into just one proper sniper gun. They just stay, unfortunately, two semi-sniper guns. But again, initially this character Wasn't even supposed to have a sniper rifle. I mean, it's only possible because I can free up the slot by moving the gun, the big gun, the AKM, into my backpack. I didn't think of it when I set the goals. Okay. This place here. I wish I had a little bit more structures than just one small building. And that's Polyana over there. I'm not sure if zombies are rendering from this distance. So I cannot see them. The question is why. The road's not rendering from this distance. The asphalt's not properly rendering. So Polyana's probably empty. Are you a zombie or a tree stump? That's not moving, so tree stump. That's just some sort of a pole in the middle of the village. Okay. Polyana is kinda a little bit too much to just start looting for now. Let's start from the outskirts. The bunkers here, they are pretty good. They can be pretty good too. So let's start with them. Plus Polyana seems to be, yeah, empty too. A random Sharban in the woods, and we got just kicked off the server in the middle of a field, and I think that's our cue to just call it a day. So it was supposed to be a short one from the very beginning, but not like short one, a couple hours, that's okay. And I really got to actually run, so usually I would go to bed after this, but today I have to do some things before going to bed. I mean, so I'm going to bed at like at noon or something. Yeah. Cannot even call myself a vampire at this point because it's kind of bright day out there. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. YouTube people, thank you very much for watching on YouTube and jumping in and chatting. Please, if you like this video, leave a like on YouTube, subscribe for more. Theo Arctic, nice to see you, hope everything's amazing. Twitch people, thank you for watching on Twitch. Again, huge shout out to Babam for the raid. Twof, Theo Arctic, thank you people for jumping in. So let's go and raid somebody and call it a day. Just give me a short sec, I have an idea. I raided this guy not that long ago, but I'm going to raid him again because he is, well, good people and he is playing the game. We are leaving the DZ territory of Twitch. He's playing the game that I actually really liked. The only problem with this game, it's not multiplayer, but I really liked it for its artistic vision. It's a survival simulator too. But it's not multiplayer, but it's really one of the most artistically consistent games out there. and it has like the vision, artistic vision, not just the gameplay. Let's go and say hi to Rena Jones, who is enjoying the Lone Dark. Played this game when it was in early stages of development on Steam, early access. It was very playable, but since then they added like 3 tons of stuff to that game. So I will see you all tomorrow. That's it for tonight. Goodbye and good night. Or have a good rest of your day. I keep forgetting that it's like here it's morning. Cheers.